Let's see what's going on.
Oh, it's a roundtable meeting.
Indeed. All the knights are here. Can I be, wait. Lancelot. Nailed it.
Nice. Nailed it.
Arthurian legend. Nailed it. Since all lab members are present and accounted for, this is the perfect opportunity to hold another round table conference.
Did they make King Arthur a girl again?
No, that's in Fate?
Yeah.
No, that's...
But also everything.
Fair. It's your line.
Roundabout confluence.
I
choose to believe that Mayuri does know yes.
But only because of JoJo?
No.
No,
I
she's
choose
just
to
a
believe
fan.
that Mayuri knows yes
Listen, if that's
because of yes.
if that's the only track that you know of off of Yes's seminal album Fragile, then you've got a whole nother 30 plus minutes of amazing prog rock waiting for you. Pick up that album.
What's that?
A meeting of lab mems.
Have we ever done that before? Do you even have a round table?
Listen, it's a metaphorical round table. It doesn't need to be literal. See? Not physically. However, it exists in the hearts of all lab mems. Am I mistaken?
Nah, I feel extremely round on the inside. Yes, you're mistaken. Don't go sticking things in people's hearts.
Unless you're Buffy, and the people are vampires.
Is there one in Mayushi too?
Of course there is.
Get it out. Oh, that's good. But what's a roundable?
Oh, that's good. Around.
And why a round table? You King Arthur?
Listen, Dar.
I'm only a temporary lab mem anyway.
Is this just gonna be you talking to yourself for this entire...
Yes.
These people whine about every little thing. Oh, wow, hold on. This is important. They actually drew out this scene. Damn. Anyway, it's a round table conference. Mayuri wasn't here last night, so first, let's explain the situation to her. I tell Mayuri about everything we discovered in her absence. About how CERN is making a time machine. About jellymen. About how Men in Black might be coming to erase us for what we know.
I told you you shouldn't do bad things.
Bad, you say? We are bad? Absurd. Perish the thought. If we're bad, then CERN is even worse, and that makes it morally justifiable. They aren't satisfied with ruling the world, now they want to get their hands on space-time itself.
I agree.
For some reason, Kurisu backs me up.
What CERN is doing is unforgivable. They're traitors to humanity, to society, and to science. Kurisu just hates them because they're making a time machine. Time machines aren't real, and I will make them be not real.
Time machines aren't real anymore.
I guess.
She doesn't sound convinced. I didn't want to get Mayuri involved, but she's surprisingly perceptive. She'd find out even if we kept it a secret, so it's better to just tell her. Anyway, Ragnarok can no longer be averted. The final battle with CERN is near. Now I'm imagining Kurisu going on a time-traveling adventure to destroy every other time machine and then the one she herself is using just to make sure that they never exist and never will exist and never have existed. A large part of me is still afraid, but oh damn it. But we've come too far to turn back now. We can't just unlearn what we know.
Tell that to my coworkers.
Oof. Retail
Rag in
burn.
a rock. Norse mythology again.
Man, we can't even keep our mythology straight here. Now we're 1 minute we're Arthurian, then we're Norse. Christina, I ordered you to investigate CERN. What have you learned?
I don't remember being ordered, but whatever. There are two problems CERN faces with time travel.
1. It doesn't fucking exist.
First is the electron injection device, also known as a lifter.
Did we already make a joke about do they even lift?
Yeah, I think we
I
did.
feel like we might have already.
Unless they get it to function properly, they can't make the Kerr black hole singularities naked.
Kinky.
If you send a test subject through the singularity in its current state, Pennsylvania, the supergravity compresses them to the micro level. Naturally, there's no way to survive.
Wait, but the CERN is located in... The LHC is in Europe. How could it be in Pennsylvania?
The second problem is that they can't specify a physical destination. They can't choose where they end up after traveling to the past.
It's really bothering me that Okabe's belt isn't, like, fully, like, done into his loops. He just leaves it like that. Come on, man. Have some dignity.
When he runs, it just keeps slapping him in
his-
the dick.
You know, that explains it. You know what? I'm on board now. I get it.
That's why I'd say the 14 found jellymen were the lucky ones.
Because at least they stayed on Earth, towards the surface.
Over 100 human experiments have been performed since 2001. The remaining 80 or so people ended up somewhere they can't be found.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Why can't they be found?
Oh, my Yuri.
Didn't you know, Mayushi? The world is constantly moving. Its rotational speed is 1,500 kilometers per hour, and its orbital speed is 114,000 kilometers per hour.
Daru's tone is authoritative, but he's just relaying what he heard from Kurisu last night.
CERN has been looking for solutions, but it's not going well.
Plus, they're running out of D-class personnel. I'm just kidding. They never run out of D-class personnel. It's the one thing that they have in abundance. So even CERN is having difficulties? Now then, have you learned anything that could help us complete the phone wave, name subject to change? Kurisu stares at the ceiling in thought.
Well, I suppose you could call the LHC the world's largest microwave oven.
I feel like you should be more wrong than you are.
We're gonna warm up the world's largest pizza.
Yeah, sure. Of course. In other words, the phone wave, named subject to change, is a miniature LHC. That might be overselling it?
You might be onto something there.
Oh, wow, okay. I would sure she'd deny it. In fact, I thought she'd yell at me. But instead she agreed with me. Throws me off a little.
However, there are too many things we don't know about the phone wave. Why do the same phenomena that occur in CERN's time machine also occur in that tiny little microwave? Unlike the LHC, this thing wasn't made for time travel. It was made to warm Mayushi's chicken.
Oh, you fragile soul. You're never seeing that chicken again.
Well, yeah.
Kurisu doesn't want to admit that she also is now into stealing Mayuri's food. It just happens with being in the lab long enough.
Yep. Daru doesn't steal her lunch.
Daru doesn't, but he also doesn't stop anyone else from doing it. And he's happy to go along with the experience. I don't think he gets to claim bystander status here. His hands aren't. Anyway, since the Jellyman phenomenon occurs with the phone wave, name subject to change, Mayuri's bananas must be reaching the Care Black Hole's ring singularity.
It makes a black hole here? It won't suck us in, will it?
If it sucked us in, we'd become Jellymen too. You don't have to actually slurp my arm.
I do.
Okay.
But we still haven't figured out the electric discharge phenomenon or the conditions required to cause it. During our experiments earlier, we were only able to send emails to the past during the discharge.
Although it hasn't happened again, that discharge phenomenon could very well signify the injection of charge, that is, electrons. Do you think Okabe actually has some background in science and isn't entirely pulling everything out of his ass? Or do you think he's literally just making this up as he goes along? See, like, I want to believe that he's just making it up as he goes along and is just dumb lucking into all this, but in Steins Gate Zero, he does start, like, getting a regular-ass degree.
Yeah?
Like, he just jumps right back into university and is doing fine.
Yeah?
So, like...
He's like the guy in this game, he's like the guy in year 1 chemistry who thinks he knows everything about it and is very obnoxious and really doesn't.
Yeah.
And in Zero, he's matured into the guy in year 2 chemistry who understands that he doesn't know everything.
That's actually okay, yeah, so he does have, like, some background. And I can feel this now. I can feel this. And it only occurs, and only when it occurs does the path to the singularity open.
We don't know the cause of the discharge phenomenon.
That's what we need to find out.
Well, it happens when you get an infection, and you should see a doctor. In the first place, the emails we're sending to the past are digital data, not physical objects. That's a definite difference from CERN's time machine.
No, we're doing the same thing. Who's to say that digital data can't go through a singularity? I would think it'd be easier than sending something human-sized.
Well, I suppose that's true.
Well, I suppose you're not entirely 100% full of shit. Only 95%.
Hey, what's the most musical, hyperdense astronomical object?
The black hole sun?
No, a singularity.
Damn it.
You know, the way you guys talk about email... It makes me think of folding a letter into a paper airplane and making it go zoom, you know?
Oh, Mayuri with the really interesting insights. It's more like a beam of light, like optical digital data.
No. It's a paper airplane.
It's literally paper airplane. By the way, it's a pain to keep saying emails sent to the past. Let's give it a proper name.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
What's that supposed to mean? You dare mock Hoin Kyoma!
You just want to give it some oddball name, don't you?
Well, you're not wrong. How rude. Heed me. I shall name the phenomenon of email sent to the past as follows. The name shall be... The Nostalgia Drive.
Do you think that Dr. People in his left hand has gotten gross and warm by now?
Probably.
Confusing. Rejected.
Aww. What? Who gave you the authority to reject my ideas? You're just an assistant.
Then why don't we take a vote? All in favor of Nostalgia Drive.
My hand shoots into the air, but nobody
Rocket
follows
punch.
suit. Have you forsaken me, Daru? Mayuri?
Yes. Chris-chan's right. It's too hard for Mayushi to remember. It's way too chuny, man.
Traitors! Fine, then let's hear alternatives. Don't tell me you rejected my idea without having any bright ideas of your own.
I think it needs to be something easy to understand. It's an email that regresses through time, so how about retro mail? What does retro mean?
Oh, Mayuri. Mayuri is busy eating strawberry jelly. How can she eat that stuff after hearing about jellymen?
Made her hungry.
Sounds like you have your answer, Christina. You said it should be easy to understand, but it wasn't easy to understand at all, was it?
But that's because Mayuri-san is...
You want to finish that sentence?
Never mind.
Yeah, I
That's
thought
right.
so.
Don't bully the Mayushi.
Were you about to say because Mayuri's dumb?
No. Hey, Chris-chan, do you think Mayushi's dumb? I don't. I promise I don't, okay?
Good. Somehow Kurisu manages to glare at me even while soothing Mayuri.
I vote the male who leapt through time.
Hey, in the original, it's a girl, not a male. Literally, wow, that one was really funny. Alright? Come on. Also, that's too stiff. It's hard to say.
It's better than your nostalgistic expialidocious nonsense. And mine makes a movie title reference.
I know, Daru. That it's not cool. It needs to be cool.
You're rejecting it for that.
Duh? You're surprised by me rejecting it for that?
Tuturu, Mayushi has an idea. How about Back to the Mail? I took a movie title and changed a word to mail.
Oh, Mayuri, she's so good at reference humor.
I already did the movie joke, Mayushi.
You don't want to know, Lamau. Wait, what did we send?
The insects and weeds response, I think,
Which was what? Oh,
or something like that.
okay.
Oh yeah.
What kind of childhood did you have? You don't want to know, Lamau. Is this just a joke to you, Daru? Movie title references are serious business here at 8% Relatable.
8?
8%.
Oh, did we just get 10th? Did we just get...
Decimated?
No, because then
Yeah.
would be 72% related.
No. Is Decimate destroy 10% of, or destroy to 10%?
Kill 1 in 10.
Okay, never mind then.
But...
We got tithed.
What?
No, that's the same thing, isn't it? Never mind, 80% Relatable.
We're 8% now. We've lost...
Oh
we've
no.
lost 90% of our relatability.
Quick, like, comment, subscribe, and help us get back that missing 72%.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
Besides, I think the meaning is a little off.
She probably meant mail to the future, but her emails go to the past.
It's not about the meaning. I took a movie title and changed a word to mail.
See, it's so freaking simple. How are you having trouble with this? Either way, it's too long.
Then how about DeLorean mail?
That doesn't even say what kind of email it is.
Hey, we don't have time for this nonsense. Let's just abbreviate it to D-mail and move on.
D-mail. The D stands for my DeLorean. but that's boring.
It don't care if it's boring.
Snap, snap.
I hope that it was in fact the line.
Shot down.
I hope it was not a typo for I don't care.
Right? Kreesu's influence in the lab seems to have grown significantly these past few days.
I guess having a scientist who is real science and not a dipshit really changes a laboratory.
Oh, Okabe, he's my favorite dipshit.
D-mail it is.
And of course, Mayuri has the final say on everything. Mayuri, finished with her jelly, proclaims in satisfaction.
I want to eat jelly.
Wait, when did Mayuri become the moderator? Mayuri's like the House of Lords. Her influence is almost entirely, like, ceremonial. But every once in a while, you realize that, oh, wait, hold on, I actually have to get her approval for this shit, don't I?
So, why does the D-mail phenomenon occur?
Because the path through the ring singularity is open. We've been over this already. That sounds like a Chuck Tingle novel waiting to happen.
The ring piece singularity.
Pounded in the butt by my own ring piece singularity. Pounded in the ring singularity by my own...
We don't know if there's actually a black hole at work here. It could be an entirely different phenomenon that just happens to resemble CERN's experiments.
See, I'm at this point of the story, I'm with Kurisu on this one. Like, sending physical objects back in time versus sending the D-mails, those seem like they could conceivably be two different things. What would make me think they're the same thing, though, is that the jail banas happened.
Mm.
And that happened with the same with the same device, which would seem to imply that they're based on the same principle.
Mm.
So I get where she's coming from. That aside was completely unnecessary, wasn't it?
No. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Even I wasn't gonna go for that one. It was like too obvious. It was too obvious for me. Why so timid? Don't you want our time travel experiments to succeed? That's why we put our lives on the line to hack CERN. That's right. We hacked Gibson. What we need to figure out is how to turn the phone wave, named subject to change, into a usable time machine.
Do you really think that's possible?
There is no think, only do. That came from my favorite science fiction film franchise of all time, Star Trek.
What? Did you read that off a motivational poster? You're like the classic incompetent boss.
Oh my god, is Okabe a pointy-haired boss? He totally is. Damn you! You dare insult the insane mad scientist Hoin Kyoma!
Well, it's not like Okarin's the boss, anyway.
What? Rude. Indeed, I am the symbol of this lab, not merely the boss.
Unveils a flag that's just him.
Face and like a big thumbs up.
A big thumbs up holding a flag, which is him giving a big thumbs up holding a flag.
Which is, oh my god.
I don't know what you mean by symbol, but how do you plan to turn the phone wave into a time machine? Let's have details.
My plan. Alright, there's one thing. We've been thinking that the electrical discharge happens at random, but I have a hypothesis.
Which is?
I look at my watch. It's past noon. Recall the conditions when it occurred, Christina. We experimented through the night with no results, but there's one variable we overlooked. The simplest, most definitive variable of all. That is, the time of the occurrence.
Ah.
I checked the times of the two previous occurrences. When I accidentally sent the first email to Daru's phone, it happened between noon and 1 p.m. The second time, when all four of us observed the D-mail, it was 6 p.m. So if we perform the experiment within that time frame, we might be able to reproduce the effect. Wow, Okabe, that wasn't shit. That was actually kind of reasonable.
Yeah. Let's try it right now.
Awesome! Alright, stop watching this Let's Play. Go get your D-mail ready. This is the at-home audience participation bit. And I want you to send them all so they arrive on my phone right now. Man, you guys suck. Kurisu bolts into the development room, suddenly bursting with enthusiasm.
Well, I'm glad to see she has her priorities straight.
Damn right.
Mayushi's banana supply is getting low. Gotta buy more.
It feels like every time I buy them, I buy a dozen, and yet I only eat like 3 or 4 before I need to buy more again. How does that work? Only one banana remains untouched. We got rid of the jellified bananas, and then we ate the rest.
Wow, so rude. They're not even stealing them for science. They're just stealing them all the time.
No one said that stealing her lunch was for science sake. That's just their convenient excuse. Even if there's no science going on, they will still steal her lunch just to steal her lunch.
Sorry, Mayuri-san. I'll go buy you some new bananas later. Really? Yay!
No. I'm just lying to get you.
Oh, so Daru-kun does steal
See,
them.
boom, there you go.
Okarin and Daru-kun eat my bananas, but they never buy new ones.
I'll be sure to amend that in the future.
I don't think so.
A bunch of bananas is a small price to pay in order to bring chaos to the world. Excuse me. Greasy picks the last banana off the stem, leans up. What?
It's under the table now.
No. I mean, like, why wouldn't you just put it in there with the now you just have a stem with no bananas on it. Why? Just put it in there with the stem. You're gonna jellify the whole thing. Why would you? Never mind. Leans under the table and places it inside the microwave.
First, let's see if it'll become a jelly man.
Apologies for my snorting again. I'm just. Ugh.
Wah. Wah.
She tries to get up and gloriously bangs her head underneath the table.
Ah.
Trying for the clumsy girl appeal. Would you like some ice for that burn?
It was an accident.
Kurisu gets up, blushing in embarrassment, with tears in her eyes. This seems like the perfect opportunity to continue making fun of her emotional distress.
Put the microwave somewhere else. It's dangerous and hard to reach like this.
She says reaching for my coffee. It'll punch through the floor if we put it on the table.
Chris-chan. Pain, go away.
I like to think that Mayuri just snuck up behind her and started whispering that into her ear.
I believe that is precisely what happened.
Chris-chan, pain, go away. And Kurisu's like, what the fuck? Mayuri pats the back of Kurisu's head, then sweeps her hand through the air.
Thanks, Mayuri-san.
Kurisu pulls herself together, types on her phone, and activates the phone wave, name subject to change. The banana inside the microwave slowly begins to spin backwards as the timer counts down.
How would you know if it was spinning backwards? Does anyone pay that much attention to their microwave?
I mean, obviously they do.
Ah!
Kurisu, who's peering into the microwave, suddenly shouts in surprise. The banana has vanished.
I believe you mean it's bananished.
The exact same moment, the banana reappears on its stem. Oh, that's why they took it off the stem, so they'd have... you know what? Fine. I admit defeat.
Is this what they call STEM education?
Yes.
Wow. It became a gelbana.
Just as I suspected. The critical variable was time. Who knew that the critical variable in time travel would be time? I was a little anxious about the result, but it all worked out. I outwitted the impertinent genius girl. Now my position as symbol of the lab is secure.
Way to go, Okabe. It was so simple, I didn't notice it.
Kurisu says with a slightly sulky expression. You're praised as you credit, Christina, but I know you're frustrated you didn't think of it first.
Anyway, let's see if we can send another email.
Kurisu ignores my proud laughter and excitedly starts typing out a mail. Ugh, I feel like my authority has been on the decline since that girl showed up. What's up, Daru suddenly taking up half the screen?
It's cool, man. You never had any to begin with.
Wow! You know what? Actually, you know what? Appreciate it, Daru. Appreciate the real talk.
Help me, you two. Okabe, I'm sending an email to your phone.
When did I become her assistant? I grind my teeth in frustration, but I do as I'm told and insert my phone into the phone wave, name subject to change as slot. And notice how we don't have our phone anymore.
Hey.
As soon as it went to the slot, because we don't have our phone.
What are you gonna send, Chris-chan?
Mayuri presses up against Kurisu and sneaks a peek at Kurisu's phone.
It doesn't matter what it says. What matters is whether we can send it or not. Let me see. Okabe is an airhead.
Wait, you there, assistant. What are you typing?
You'll see. Ready? I'm sending it.
Wink, wink. Daru has already set the microwave's timer through the X68000. There's nothing inside, but the microwave still operates. The countdown starts from 120. This is where the timing counts. We know that we have to open the microwave door during operation, but we still don't know when to send the mail. For now, we'll do them simultaneously. Kurisu readies her finger on her phone's send button. I grasp the microwave's door handle. Mayuri seeks cover.
Starting the countdown.
The microwave timer soon indicates 70.
3.
Don't
2.
you fucking do this. Oh my god.
1.
There you go. Kurisu presses send, and at nearly the same instant, I open the microwave door.
Yeah.
It's working! It's working, you guys! I can feel it shocking my ballsack! Lightning crackles in the air. The cushion underneath the phone wave, named subject to change, collapses under the weight. The floor starts creaking. It's exactly like the discharge phenomenon that occurred before. The discharge lasts for about 10 seconds. After it subsides, we stare into the phone wave, named subject to change, with bated breath. Luckily, it didn't break through the floor.
Did it arrive?
I disconnect my phone from the phone wave, named subject to change, and check my mail. Kurisu stands beside me and peers at the screen. Airhead. There's an email there. 2 of them, even. And they're written in English. Timestamps are from 5 days ago. Kurisu starts laughing when she sees the mail, even though she's the one who wrote it. The Okabe in the first one is obviously my name. What does airhead in the second one mean? My English is shaky. She's saying my head can fly or something? Whatever. I may not know what it means, but I do know this. My assistant is making fun of me. But that doesn't matter right now. Christina, did you send 2 mails?
Eh? No, I only sent 1. Mayushi saw it too. She really only sent one.
Huh, but I received two.
You're right. I even sent it in one sentence, but it got divided.
By the way, what does this word mean?
Why don't you look it up?
I guess she doesn't want to answer.
Google is that way.
I'm sorry, do I look like Google to you?
That reminds me, the D-mail from before was cut up mid-sentence too.
Was it?
Yeah, look at your history. I'm pretty sure I sent Okarin's a perv.
See, that's the most realistic part of this entire thing, is that when they get the chance to experiment with stuff like this, the first things they send are really dumb insults about each other. Irv. Okarin's a... You're right. This one got split too.
I wonder what's causing it.
Maybe it's related to the Jellyman. That's a really dumb observation, but alright.
Mayushi wants to know why it arrived 5 days ago. Good point. Didn't the last one also arrive 5 days before we sent it?
Yeah, it did. I love that this is the Do Science episode. I'm all about it.
Is there some kind of rule for when it arrives? Well, yeah, the rule is you send it, and it gets there 5 days ago. Let's try sending more.
Mayuri's right. Now that we've figured out how to send D-mails, we should keep experimenting and collect as much data as we can. Alright, lab mems, battle stations!
He's at it again.
Our mission, to send as many D-mails as possible. Daru, man the X68000. Your job is to observe, adjust, and gather information on the phone wave. Name subject to change. Assistant, keep those mails coming. Try various patterns of text. Japanese, English, full width, half width, emoticons. The actual messages don't matter. I'm sure signing finger would be better for the job, but since she's not a lab mem, I'll just leave it to Kurisu.
What about Mayushi?
Find more bananas! Ah. Your mission is to go shopping. Just buy some bananas for now. I, Hoin Kiyoma, shall fund you.
Wow, you're so generous. So I guess your job is opening the microwave.
Listen, do you want to get your balls shocked every time it opens?
Kinda. Whoa, you saved the easiest job for yourself?
No, my assistant's judgment is sound. The key to a successful D-mail is most likely the correct timing of opening the microwave door.
I was just kidding.
How many times do you think he got to just scream maniacally? Leave this task to Ho and Kiyoma. I shall open this door with precision, boldness, and delicacy, as if it were the flesh of a beautiful woman.
Well, I think now we know how Ocarine would be in bed, and it's not good. Ocarine, that's naughty.
Furthermore, the current operation is top secret. You must not leak it to anyone. Got it? Mayuri nods. The others are ignoring me. Now I shall give this operation a name. It shall be known as Zop.
Don't need one, let's start.
You ruined my climactic scene! Damn you, assistant, this is an outrage! Afterwards, the D-mail experiment, its name is Operation Erd, though I lost my chance to announce it, continues for 2 hours. The eldest of the 3 Norns, goddesses of fate in Norse mythology. The 3 sisters tend the world tree Yggdrasil, which has roots in Erd's fountain. Erd is the Norn of the past. Oh, that's actually a great name for that. Good job, Okabe. During that time, every D-mail goes back in time without a hitch. Now it's time to take a break. We're all hungry, and except for Mayuri, we've been up since last night.
And also, except for Mayuri, we've all been eating bananas. Go ahead and rest. I'm gonna have a go at it a little longer.
She's been going at it for hours, and she's still full of energy. It's hard to believe she was so opposed to time travel research before. Her scientist's blood must be on fire. Imagine Okabe a few weeks ago getting all these mails at once being like, what the Because when he got him like 5 days ago, he's like, what the fuck are you guys doing to my You know what? I'm just... We've made a number of discoveries, but we can wait to assess them until after we eat. Daru and I leave the 2 girls to watch over the lab as we go shopping at the convenience store.
Plus, isn't he getting bombarded by insults from someone he hadn't yet met at the time? Like, had he met Kurisu yet?
That's a great question. We return from the convenience store to find the Brawn Tube Workshop's one and only part-time warrior standing in front of the building. She's stretching.
Sup?
She notices me and calls out without stopping her exercises.
What shenanigans are you up to this early in the morning?
Shenanigans? This girl's a thing for unusual words.
Didn't he just say don't leak this to anybody?
He did!
Oh my god.
He really did, though! The kind you wouldn't believe. We're building the first time machine in human history!
Huh. Cool.
Hey, shouldn't you be more surprised?
Can't blame her for being skeptical. I didn't think it was possible either. And isn't that top secret? I thought you didn't want anyone to know.
Crap! Part-time warrior, please keep what I just said a secret.
Sure. By the way...
Part-time warrior glances at the Brawn Tube Workshop.
The boss is really pissed.
Why?
The noise. Whatever you're doing up there, it's got the whole building shaking. Dust everywhere. Kind of like an air raid. He was saying stuff like, "What's that nutcase doing? I'ma raise his damn rent."
Oh, that's my favorite word.
Maybe you should go apologize. Oh boy, what if he kicks us out?
Alright, leave it to me. Daru, go tell my assistant to lay off the experiments for now.
Roger that. I won't forget you, soldier.
What are you talking about? Daru salutes, then races up to the second floor.
By the way, is Makise Kurisu here too?
Yep. Come to think of it, she did pick a fight with Christina yesterday. What's this for? Cat fight? Have you met before?
No. Yesterday was first contact. And that's all it took.
First contact? That's a strange way of putting it. Oh, really? Weren't you a little hostile for a first contact?
No, I'm really mean to everyone I meet. She's my enemy.
I'm sorry, what? What? I barely heard her. Her voice was so low. About to ask her to repeat herself, but Suzuha is staring at the ground in silence. She obviously doesn't want to talk about this. Did she call Kurisu her enemy? That doesn't make sense at all. How can she be your enemy? You just met, right?
Yeah.
Did she do something to you?
Not to me.
What does that mean? She did something to someone else? If you want, I can go talk things over with Christina.
It doesn't really matter.
Maybe you're blaming the wrong person?
Jeez, give it a rest.
She hits me with a glare.
Thwack.
Ouch.
Anyway, shouldn't you apologize to the boss instead of talking to me?
Yeah, probably. Actually, I'm getting cold feet. But I am Hoin Kyoma, the mad scientist who brings chaos to the world. I can't falter now. I steel myself and enter the Brawn Tube workshop. Part-time warrior follows me inside. I have come! Mr. Braun is sitting at the counter inside, slurping delivery ramen. Even when I enter, he doesn't look away from the huge 42-inch CRT. It's showing some news shows report on some celebrity divorce. Part-time warrior doesn't say anything. She's just gonna stand there and watch him rip me a new one.
Hey, Okabe, the hell are you doing up there?
Straight to the punch. He doesn't take his eyes off the TV, nor does he stop slurping his ramen. Yet despite his sedentary posture, he exudes extraordinary pressure. But now is not the time to falter. We're currently conducting experiments that will change the course of human history. The discoveries we make today will shape the world for centuries.
I don't care what games you guys play. I'm the owner of this building. Got it? And the building's really worn out. You keep shaking it like that, you could bring the whole damn thing down on our heads.
Better keep quiet about the dent in the floor. Very interesting, Mr. Braun. Don't tell me you forged this building's earthquake safety certificate.
What if I did?
Holy crap. Maybe we should seek shelter soon.
It's been properly reinforced, but regardless, you guys are still shaking it too much.
So what if a few buildings collapse?
What's that?
As I've said countless times before, our current experiment is of vital importance to the history of science. No, to the history of human civilization itself. It's more important than prolonging this building's lifetime for another 10 or so measly years. The building starts shaking again as soon as I finish speaking. Flakes of concrete start falling from the ceiling. The 42-inch CRT's image goes to static. Damn it, Daru, what are you doing? I thought I told you to stop the experiments.
Okabe.
He's glaring at me.
Oh, I forgot about his Jack Hummer t-shirt.
Yep.
The ceiling is falling, you dumbass. Some got into my ramen. What are you gonna do about it, huh? No more shaking. No more shaking.
Was that a Neil Breen? Wow, nice.
Or I'll raise your rent by 10,000.
What? You raised it 10,000 yen. We're ruined. Leave it to me, Mr. Braun. On my honor, I swear there won't be any more shaking today. With that, I race out of the Braun Tube workshop. Christina, stop the experiments at once! When I burst into the lab, I find the three of them in the middle of lunch. Mary has juicy chicken number 1. Daru has a convenience store boxed lunch. Kurisu's eating cup noodles with a fork.
Sorry, Okarin. Mayushi tried to warm up some chicken.
Mayushi just wanted her chicken, but it was all the way over there, so I sent it back in time so it would come back to my lap.
I accidentally put it through reverse rotation, and then it started sparking.
I see.
I sent you an email. Didn't you get it?
Your sarcasm is not appreciated, Christina. You know as well as I do that my phone is still attached to the phone wave, name subject to change. I disconnect my phone from the phone wave, name subject to change, while grinding my teeth. Oh no. One more, please? Stop screwing around. I'm the one who has to deal with Mr. Braun.
But I gave you 5 days advance notice.
Oh my god, you shit. Well, yeah, the timestamp's from 5 days ago, but...
Was he mad?
Yeah, I could feel his killing aura. Daru turns pale, but the two girls don't seem to care. They know not the wrath of Mr. Braun. Ignorance is bliss. Anyway, no more experiments today.
Well, at least we got some good data.
Then Kurisu hides her mouth with her hand as she yawns.
I'm dead tired and my hair's dried out. I want to take a shower and go sleep.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. I sigh and take a boxed lunch out of the convenience store bag. It's cold, so I toss it into the phone wave, name subject to change, and set the timer normally. I like how they still use it as a regular-ass microwave.
Well, yeah, it's their only microwave. I can't afford 2.
It just tickles my fancy.
If you want a shower, there's one here. It doesn't have a bath, though. Okarin always uses it. It's probably filthy.
I'd be lying if I called it clean. This entire building is in shambles.
Anyway, I refuse to use the same shower as Okabe.
Not unreasonable. Oh, we got mail. What's up, Luca?
Whoa.
Wait,
Kyoma-san.
hold on. The line is still going. I understand. Yeah. Nobody will blame you if you don't use it, of course. Since the three of us stayed up all night, we're all pretty smelly. All right, go ahead.
Kyoma-san, are you familiar with Garo froggies? They were a huge fad last year. We have tons of them at the shrine, so if you like, could you take a few off our hands? Dad brought a whole box home for some reason. Then he said they were for me. I don't know what to do with them. P.S. I was so bewildered I couldn't do any practice swings with Samidare George.
Oh no. Those weird-looking frog things that were popular with teenage girls in Shibuya last year, right? If I'm not mistaken, they came out with a wide variety of them. That's a good one. You know, the stories you tell paint a very different picture of your father than the impression I got from meeting him. Which is the true him, I wonder. That seems mean. I suspect that last year's Garo Froggy bloom was an organization plot. Be careful, Lukaku. Those Garo Froggies may be responsible for your father's strange behavior. I like this one most. Yeah. Given the sweltering heat and the fact that we kept the windows closed all night, I bet this place is smelling pretty rank by now.
That's why I'm going back to my hotel once I finish eating.
Kurisu slurps up her cup noodles indignantly. I bought them at her request. She was raised in America, yet she likes cup noodles? Strange.
Everyone loves cup noodles.
Clearly, Okabe's never met an American college student. Celebrity bath time at a high-class hotel? I want to come too.
Not a chance.
Fair.
Mayushi wants to come too.
Alright.
You can come anytime, Mayuri-san. Really? Thank you.
Take my warm food out of the microwave, take a fresh bottle of Dr. P out of the fridge, and join in on lunch.
Hey, Okarin, I've been wondering, but why do you drink soda while you eat? Does it make it taste better?
I don't really see a problem.
Me neither.
See, these guys know what's up.
Same, I didn't give it a second thought. Eh?
Oh, Mayushi, when did her eyes get wider? And she's like, what?
Oh.
You're acting weird, Mayuri. It's normal to drink soda while eating.
But I carefully sort my foods and liquids.
Actually, yeah. Oh my gosh, I never even thought more about, like, what other parts of Mayushi's personality might be like.
It's normal. Duh.
Yeah, it's normal. Duh.
No objections. No way, you guys are the weird ones.
Well, I'm a pure Dokpurian. Daru loves cola like a typical fat otaku, and Kurisu lives in America, home of soda. I don't know. Is he saying fat otaku because he's being mean to him, or is he saying that that's just how he is?
That sounds like being mean.
I don't know. I like to imagine that the relationship is enough where he's just stating it as a matter of fact and doesn't mind, and doesn't, like, not mind, but doesn't, like, belittle Daru. in any way.
Yeah.
It seems like it's... Listen, as long as we're trying to rewrite Okabe to be the best person possible, I don't want him to be fat phobic, okay? Okay? So I admit our opinion is biased. But that doesn't matter right now.
But also, go to that tip and see what a Docparian is.
I'm pretty sure we know what a Docparian is.
Yeah, but go to that tip.
Someone who loves Dr. P above all other beverages, coined by Ocarine.
Do you think he drinks any liquids that are not Dr. Pepper?
No. Absolutely not. Now let's discuss Operation Erd's progress.
Operation what? Operation Erd.
Oh, right. Thanks to a certain assistant, I didn't get a chance to present the operation's codename yesterday. Heed me! These email experiments are all part of Operation Erd.
The experiments have been fruitful.
She interrupts me again.
They've been fruitful, as in we used up the bananas again.
You know what? I saw that joke coming and it still was really funny.
At the very least, we've learned what we can do with D-mail.
They were fruitful because they gave us fruit. We had fruit back out of them. Therefore, they were fruitful. Hold on, I'm gonna need a moment.
Now I want to eat fruit, but I left the bananas in the fridge too long and they turned to gelbanas.
No.
And they didn't have to travel through time.
Alright, go ahead. I'm done now.
I did.
No, this one.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh. Alright. Kurisu places her empty noodle on the cup on the table, then retrieves the whiteboard from the development room. While the rest of us eat, she scribbles on the whiteboard, then puts it up against the wall. Why does she take all the notes in English?
Does she?
Or is the... Oh, did they look... I don't know, I didn't think they would localize the background illustrations, because they didn't localize, like, the articles and stuff.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Fed command for microwave warming function, reverse rotation. Force microwave door open while warming is in progress, timing unconfirmed. Discharge phenomenon. Send mail to phone wave, name subject to change during discharge. She wrote that herself. Oh, you know what? She likes it. Conditions for discharge. 12 to 1800. D-mail text limit. 12 1 byte or 6 2 byte character times 3. Any more fails to send. Can we hide the...
Yes, probably. See what happens if you right-click. I'm worried about full screen.
Yeah, we're already full screen.
I know there's
1
a way
second
to do
on
it.
timer equals 1 hour into the past. Contents of microwave become jellymen. Okay, I thought that was an I. Confirmed to also teleport.
Slime travel.
Distance into past depends on... Nothing especially, she summarized the vital parts. Depends on phone wave, name subject to change, timer input. Okay, yeah. Mayuri has her mouth half open in a blank stare. She clearly doesn't understand.
Or maybe she understands more than any of us. I choose to believe that Mayushi's "you shouldn't do bad things" is because she foresees the entire events that are about to occur in this game and is like, no guys, this is a bad idea.
I don't know, I think if she foresaw the events of this game coming, she'd probably be a bit more vocal about preventing it from happening. Just gonna leave that foreshadowing right there. A D-mail can be at most 36 English characters or 18 Japanese characters long. Sugar snaps.
You could scroll and open the backlog.
I'm doing that. That makes experimentation difficult, so we'll want to improve that first. Furthermore, each email is split into 12 character segments. If you send 36 characters, you get 3 12-character emails. If you try to send more, everything after the 36th character disappears.
But we figured out how to control when it arrives. That's pretty good, right?
Though we can only set it in 1 hour increments, we can control how far back the D-mails go by using the microarray's timer.
Observation isn't enough. We need to find the underlying principle. What I've written here is nothing but verified phenomena.
The underlying principle. You're right. It's not a complete time machine until we understand how it works. What could be the reason for the character limit? Dara and Kurisu remain silent. Suddenly, Mayuri, who has been staring at the ceiling in confusion until now, raises her hand.
Chicken and bananas become gel chicken and gel bananas, but salt doesn't turn into gel salt, right? Wait, chicken turns into gel chicken? I thought the chicken refroze. Plot hole?
Or either that or we're just misremembering part of the earlier bit.
It totes refroze.
Oh yeah, it did refroze.
Maybe it also became gel.
Well, no, it refroze, but it didn't teleport. When it teleports, it becomes the jelliness.
Why?
Shh. Shh. So much gel. According to Mayuri, the refrozen chicken had indeed been jellified when she tried eating it.
So it's established right here.
Yes.
So
Kurisu's prediction was right. There we go.
also Mayushi ate more gel. And you can send 36 letters in a D-mail, but everything past that disappears, right? So I think maybe you can't send big things, or a lot of small things. Maybe the curb black hole. It's Kerr black hole. The curb black hole.
Stop making fun of Mayushi for not being able to pronounce it.
Kerr black hole. The black hole's hole is too tight.
Stop making fun of Mayuri.
Mayushi, say that one more time, starting from hole. The hole is too tight. Outrageous.
Stop making her say stuff like that. Mayuri has flowers for... Oh. Mayuri is a very good friend of mine, but she's very easily impressionable, so she's easy prey for Dara's perversions. It drives me crazy.
The hole is tight. Huh. That might not be entirely wrong. Maybe we have the same problem CERN has with their time machine. Since they can't fully control the lifter, they can't make the singularities perfectly naked, which limits how much they can send. Anyway, 6 Japanese or 12 English characters comes out to 12 bytes.
English characters are half width, so they only use 1 byte, but full width Japanese characters use 2.
Bytes, not kilobytes? Oh, so Maki says she's bad with computers.
Is that so, assistant?
Shut up. You don't see things measured in bytes nowadays, so I was just making sure.
By the way, 1 kilobyte is 1024 bytes. 1 byte is 8 bits.
And what's a bit made of?
Chomps.
Oh, what's a chomp made of? Tooths.
Mm-hmm.
Well, email isn't just comprised of text. There's more to it, like the sender and receiver's email addresses, the header, and various other things. So, roughly speaking, we can send data in 3 batches of 12 bytes then. By the way, I don't know if using a subject changes anything.
But I'm pretty sure that chicken and bananas have to be larger than 12 bytes.
Yeah.
It took me at least, like, a good 2 dozen before I finished that chicken.
But now I'm imagining chicken that in fact contains only 12 bytes of data. Extremely low-res chicken.
How do you measure banana in bytes anyway?
Information theory.
Since each grain of salt is tiny, it's possible they could be converted into less than 12 bytes.
Probably not. So larger masses get crushed by supergravity? Sorry, supergravity.
My bad.
I'm hungry.
Me too. Mass might not be the issue here. Data doesn't have mass.
Plus, not everyone's Catholic.
You are on fire tonight.
Put me out. Stop, drop, and roll. In any case, since the singularity isn't naked, the object is forced to pass through the event horizon. Inside the event horizon, space and time switch places, causing the subject that arrived at the ringularity to reach ultra-high speed.
You don't have to make that into a portmanteau. You can just leave it as ring singularity.
Portman's toes. The data, crushed and destroyed by supergravity, is shot out of the black hole.
At first I thought you were doing that because there was an actual typo in the game, but now I know you're just being...
I'm just hungry. I want supper.
As a jelly man.
I want to eat chicken and nanners and jelly.
All at once?
No.
That sounds gross.
Not all at once. Food should be sorted and eaten one food item at a time.
I agree.
Good. But even a small mass has to pass through supergravity. How does it emerge unscathed?
If the hole is too tight, then just inject more electrons.
Wow.
That sounds like he just made that up on the top of his head.
I don't think it's that simple. I mean, I'm sure CERN's tried that already, and yet they haven't got any results after 9 years of experiments. It's not as simple as increasing the flow of electrons.
I see.
CERN has a lifter, but we don't know what in the phone wave is filling the same role, much less how to adjust it.
In the what?
The phone wave.
In the what?
The phone wave.
The what?
The Z wave.
Damn it.
Did I make the correct correction?
No, but I appreciate it. She has a point. We don't know what acts as the lifter.
Could it be Mr. Braun? He looks like he lifts.
God damn it. We went over that we made that joke at the very beginning of this episode. We're like, oh, have we already made the joke about do they even lift? And then we decided almost assuredly we had.
Yeah, but I haven't made the joke specifically about Mr. Braun's powerful biceps.
Oh my god.
He could crush all of them like a grape.
He is indeed pretty swole.
Yeah.
We do know that it has successfully created a path wide enough to send approximately 36 bytes of data through the ring's singularity.
I want to byte data.
Me too.
I don't get it.
Mayuri, finished with her chicken, looks at us in confusion. Think of it like an RPG. The ring singularity, the entrance to the event horizon, is the gate to the Demon Lord's castle.
Demon Lord?
Hundreds of soldiers attack the heavily fortified Demon Lord's castle gate. The soldiers can use the magic called Lifter to force the castle gate open, but they can only keep it open for a moment before it closes. During that moment, only 12 soldiers can break through. The soldiers can only use Lifter magic 3 times. The 36 soldiers who make it through the gate return triumphantly as the heroes who slew the Demon Lord. But the soldiers who were left behind are imprisoned by the Demon Lord's minions. They're taken to the castle's prison cells and turned into slimes.
Whoa.
The heroes save them after defeating the Demon Lord, but unfortunately they go home as slimes.
But that's okay.
Oh, more Rimuru.
So the soldiers who went home as slimes are jellymen? This analogy seems way more complicated than Mayushi's original idea, but maybe it was too tight.
But like, it's clearly something that she has context for. But there's an exception. The soldiers can combine into a super collider with the strength and size of 100 ordinary soldiers. The super soldier has the power to defeat the Demon Lord alone, but since his body is too big, he can't pass through the gate even when it's opened by Lifter. And so, deprived of his magic's effectiveness, the weakened super soldier is seized by the Demon Lord's underlings and sent home in defeat as a giant slime.
Oh, big and slime. Combining soldiers? That's just silly.
Oh, settle down, Daru.
Somebody hasn't watched combining mech shows.
It's to illustrate that the object can't be too big.
I get it. That's really easy to understand.
See, everything is so much easier to understand when you explain it in terms of RPGs.
It is? It's a dumb metaphor, but I guess it works. At least as an explanation for why things get jellified.
From now on, I request that all things be explained to me in terms of RPG mechanics.
Okay.
It's all thanks to Mayuri's hint.
But it actually is.
Yeah.
Mayushi was helpful?
Yeah, great insight, Mayuri.
Future spin-off where Mayushi becomes an expert astrophysicist, maintaining the same personality and demeanor towards it.
I love
making statements that seem obtuse and silly and that are actually deeply insightful.
I like it.
Yay!
I would kickstart this spin-off.
But it's still a hypothesis. It hasn't been proven.
But it hasn't been disproven. I couldn't even finish that.
How would you prove it? With human experiments like CERN? Yep, hop in. If Okabe and Hashida-san volunteer as test subjects, I'll happily experiment on you. Human experimentation sounds kind of dirty, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm with Daru on this one. You could have phrased that differently.
But I refuse. I'd rather play the doctor than the subject.
Oh, Daru's the top. Interesting. I didn't get much Dom energy out of him, but you know what? I'm surprised. Pleasantly surprised. Same here. No, not in the way he's implying.
Idiots.
Kurisu gives us a cold stare and shrugs her shoulders in exasperation.
Shrugs her shoulders.
Oh, jeez.
Wow, I can't even say it wrong. On purpose. As I keep saying, the real problem is what the phone wave uses as a lifter.
That and one other thing. How come the discharge phenomenon and jellification only happen during a certain time frame?
We may not understand everything, but we've perfected the art of D-mailing. Isn't that our final answer?
What? Abbreviated as FA in Japanese, used in the question, is that your Oh, okay.
Yup.
Alright. So it's a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Whomst wants to have money.
Do people... Is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire still running?
Probably.
Like, I doubt it still has Regis Philbin on it, but...
Imagine if Who Wants to Be a Millionaire keeps running, but for like thousands of years in the future when inflation has rendered $1 million into a very small amount of money, but the show is still the same. The stakes are just much lower.
Alright, hold on. I've got a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire story.
Okay.
When I was really, really young, I want to say like 10-ish, we were on vacation with my family. I think we were in San Francisco. I don't remember much about it at all because it was kind of a blur.
Mm-hmm.
However, one night after we got home, we were watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on the TV in the hotel room. And 10-year-old me knew the answer to the $1 million question.
And the person on there failed it?
No, the person on there got it,
Okay.
thankfully. But it was a geography question. And I was like fucking GOB champ when I was younger.
Me too.
Hey, fist bump.
But not because I was good at GOV.
Anyway, the question was about which country was completely surrounded by another country, and the answers that were given was Lesotho, which is completely surrounded by South Africa.
Oh, yeah, that's so nice.
Yeah, so I knew the $1 million question on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. That's the end of that story.
I give you an honorary $1 million.
Aww,
To be distributed in hugs.
I like
of
that.
equivalent value.
I like that. This is a good prize.
This is $1 million hug. Enjoy it.
Oh, I feel like $1 million.
Good. It's all.
Anyway, don't worry. I've put that story in the story hat, so you'll never have to hear it again.
Sending mail to the past is amazing, isn't it? I want to send a mail to myself in the past to warn me against letting you guys anywhere near my chicken or bananas.
No.
Though I guess it's not a real time machine unless we can send people to the past. Even CERN has failed to send humans through. If you believe what Titor says, it won't be another, 24 years before there's a true time machine?
I answered Kurisu's sarcastic question with a nod. Physical time travel is impossible for us at the moment. We lack the funds and facilities available to CERN.
And also the D-class personnel.
And also the D-class personnel.
We only have one. Okabe.
What? And yet we have realized a form of time travel. We've sent data to the past.
We should investigate the phone wave further. We need to understand what's going on. And I said, hey, what's going on?
Oh my god.
I have some fun ideas for how to use D-mail.
That's right, because they haven't tried to do anything with the D-mail other than send it at this point. I know how you feel, but we can't today. If we shake the building again, Mr. Braun is sure to blow a gasket. He'll raise the rent or kick us out of the lab. We can start experimenting again tomorrow, but this I will declare now. I step onto the couch and look at each lab mem in turn.
You have to take off your shoes. It's dirty.
Today, what day is it?
It's today. It's now.
Thanks, honey.
August 2nd.
August 2nd, 2010 is a date which will live in infamy. For on this day, we, the Future Gadget Laboratory, have developed the first successful time machine in the history of mankind.
But now I'm imagining the time race, where people are racing to create the first time machine, except that whoever's got one can then proceed to go back in time to have invented it earlier. It's not the first. CERN beat us. And you can't even say we developed it. It happened by accident.
Yeah, Okabe would know those off the top of his head. It seems my assistant doesn't know the meaning of the word serendipity. Penicillin, X-ray machines, dynamite, these inventions and more were all born from coincidence.
I guess. But Chris-chan, you said before that time machines don't exist, right? But now you admit they do. It's just that I have to admit it for now. If we investigate how the phone wave works, it might turn out to be something that I can stop with brute force.
I like this idea that she's only playing along just so she can destroy it at its root.
No time travel.
Kurisu, time cop. Does nobody have any respect for my grand declaration?
I love the idea of a gland's declaration, though.
Don't complain if I take all the credit for inventing the first, second, whatever, time machine in human history. The 66th Roundtable Conference ends here. Dismissed! Ouch.
Wait, that was a roundtable conference? I didn't know that. And it's even the 66th. Who cares what kind of table it is?
Krisa gets up from her chair and stretches.
I'm gonna go back to my hotel, take a shower, and sleep. Mayushi has to go to work soon.
I'm incredibly tired, too.
Naturally.
Let's just sleep today.
Time to go to bed.
Time to go to bed. And on that note, we'll see you next time.
Because we're gonna sleep.
Because we're gonna sleep now. Have a good night, this goes up in the morning.
Have a good night anyway.
Have a good night anyway, but the morning, I hope that sucks. I hope your morning is absolutely terrible.
That's so rude.
I hope your morning is the worst morning you've ever had.
I don't think you mean that.
And then I hope your evening is okay.
Wow, so rude. I hope everybody's whole day is pretty good.
Well, I made a mistake and then I had to double down, so. Otherwise, I'd have to admit I was wrong. And we all know that's not going to happen. Bye, everyone.
Bye.